Today, we're discussing the final characters coming to Mortal Kombat 1. At this point in time for the main roster, there are 4 missing slots. And then when it comes to the cameo roster, we only have 2 slots, so half as many characters to be revealed. And today, we're gonna find out who those mystery characters are. Just in case you're new to my channel, I cover Mortal Kombat 1 content all the time, pretty much daily at this point. So if you want to stay up to date on Mortal Kombat 1 news, then make sure to subscribe and ring that bell, that way you never miss any future videos. And then after watching, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like down below. It helps the channel out a ton. And without any further ado, let's begin. So far, the roster for Mortal Kombat 1 looks like this, and a big shout out to the Thinny for making this image. Now, believe it or not, a few of my viewers are actually blind, so for their sake, I'm going to read aloud who's on this roster so far. Scorpion, Mileena, Johnny Cage, Kung Lao, Liu Kang, Raiden, Kenshi, Kitana, Sub-Zero, Reptile, Ashura, Tanya, Rain, Garrus, Smoke, Li Mei, Havoc, Baraka, Shang Tsung, and Reiko. That's the main roster of playable characters, and then for the combat pack, of course we have Ermac, Quan Chi, Takeda, Peacemaker, Homelander, and Omni-Man. And as you can see, there's only 4 characters left to be revealed, which I just find kinda crazy. I can't believe we're this close to Mortal Kombat 1 coming out, and only 4 mystery characters remain. And in today's video, you're gonna find out who those mystery characters are, but before we do that, let's list off all the cameo characters who have been revealed and confirmed. Kano, Stryker, Frost, Sub-Zero, Scorpion, Kung Lao, Jax, Sonya Blade, Serena, Goro, Cyrax, Sector, Darius, Motaro, and Chameleon. Those characters have been visually shown in a trailer or something of that nature. However, on top of that, several cameo characters have been confirmed via pre-order screens. Or in other words, they've been mentioned in text format. There's no official image of them, but we do know for a fact they're going to be in the game because NetherRealm said so on their pre-order bonuses. Johnny Cage, Movado, Trimmer, and Farah. And don't forget, Johnny Cage gets a Jean-Claude Van Damme skin too, so exciting stuff. And once again, only 2 cameo mystery characters remain, and we're gonna figure out who they might be. But first, the main roster, because I know all of you watching care more about them. So first up, we have Sindel. I know for a fact that Sindel is going to be in this game as a fully playable character. For one thing, her character model got leaked over a month ago. She's sitting there on her throne on the stage for the Outworld Garden. Now that being said, she's kind of blurry and out of focus, so we don't have a ton of detail to go on. However, we do know for a fact that is Sindel, because seated on her left is Mileena and on her right is Kitana. So yeah, the center character is obviously their mother, aka Sindel. So we already know for a fact that she's going to be in the game in some way or another, because visually we can clearly see her sitting on that throne. But even before that, she was mentioned on the official website if you read Kitana's bio in French. That's right, both Sindel and King Gerard were mentioned by name. And then finally, for the last piece of evidence, we have the San Diego Comic-Con footage. For anyone not aware, this was an extended version of the Lin Kuei trailer. Wait, no, the Umgadi trailer, my bad. There was also an extended Lin Kuei trailer as well, but this was for the Umgadi. Both of them were at Comic-Con, but this one in particular was the Umgadi extended trailer. My bad. But anyway, in this trailer, we see Li Mei and Liu Kang talking about what's happening in Outworld. And guess which character they mentioned by name? Sindel herself. That's right, Sindel is still the ruler of Edenia, and in fact, she's under attack. It turns out a certain fan-favorite villain is planning a coup against the Queen, and I'll explain who that is later because he's also going to be on the roster. But for now, my main point is that Sindel is mentioned by name and she plays a very big role in the story. So yeah, she's gonna be a fully playable character, because there's no way that NetherRealm would drop all these hints and then make Sindel an NPC. She's definitely going to be a fully playable character, so add her to the roster. Boom, there it is. But then next up, let's talk about that fan favorite villain who I teased earlier. You know him, you love him, Shao Khan. Although in this game, he's not called Shao Khan, and that's because he's not the ruler of Outworld yet. Something may happen in story mode, but for now his name is simply General Shao, which means that Reiko is like a captain or something, a bit lower on the totem pole. Poor guy. Cool design though, I like his new look. But I digress. The main point is that General Shao is going to be a fully playable character, and according to Li Mei and Liu Kang, he is attempting to overthrow Sindel. However, what I find so interesting about their conversation is Li Mei is in disbelief that Shao Kahn would ever betray Sindel, and I find that so interesting because never before would anybody object to the idea that Shao Kahn is a traitorous son of a gun. But it looks like in Mortal Kombat 1, he's regarded as a man of honor that seemingly everybody trusts, which I find really cool and interesting. In fact, if I'm being honest with all of you watching, I hope that Shao Kahn is being framed and that he's actually a good guy in this game, because how interesting would that be? I genuinely do want to see Hero Protector Shao Kahn, defender of the kingdom and the people. That sounds so cool to me, because keep keep in mind, this is Mortal Kombat 1, the new era, the chance to try something new and see a bunch of bizarre twists and takes on favorite characters. And as a result, I want to see good guy Shao Khan. I want someone even more evil to be framing him as the bad guy, but in reality, he's still loyal to Sindel, because I think that would be really cool. But of course, it's most likely not the case. Instead, it's way more likely that Shao Khan is actually a traitorous son of a gun, and he wants to kill Sindel and take Outworld for himself. No matter what the case may be, there's no way that a fan favorite character like Shao Khan is going to be an NPC. If he's mentioned by mouth, he's definitely going to be a fully playable character, especially for Mortal Kombat 1, because he's not going to be a boss character, which means, yeah, he's gotta be playable. So once again, just like Sindel, add him to the roster, boom, there it is. Alright, next up we have mystery character number 3, and I really do believe this character is Natara. And once again, the evidence resides at San Diego Comic-Con during the extended Lin Kuei trailer. At the very end of that footage, Smoke is attacked by a screaming creature flying from above him, or in other words, I'm gonna do my best Smoke impression, okay? He was doing this. Yeah, you get the idea. Some character who has not been revealed or named is flying at Smoke from above while screaming. Who does that sound like? Come on. There's not many characters in Mortal Kombat who are known for flying around and screaming at the same time. The only other candidate is Sindel, but I don't get why she would be there. Because even though the Lin Kuei likely are in Outworld, Sindel is still a queen, so I doubt she would leave her throne and investigate by herself. She would send somebody, right? And who better to send than a fan favorite character from the 3D era with wings, you know, vampire wings, to fly in, scream, and save the day for her. And I do believe that character is Natara. And when I say that, I mean that I'm 99% sure that it's Natara, okay? Even though we never get to see her and only hear screaming, I still believe that to be Natara. So lock her in, put her on the roster. And then finally, we have the 4th character, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not 100% certain who this character is. So let me know in the comment section down below. Who do you think this final 4th mystery character is? I'm gonna be honest, it could be a creative fighter. It could be your own custom character. Or hey, it could even be the random select button. It's not likely because typically NetherRealm games don't have a random select button, but hey, anything's possible. My point is, nobody knows for sure who the 4th final character is. I've been asking around and nobody can give me an answer. This character is a complete mystery, so I'm just gonna go out and say it. I think this final mystery character is either Sonya Blade, Jackson Briggs, or Jade, whose last name I do not know. I don't think she even has a last name, but I'm locking in those 3 characters as a possibility for the 4th final character, which I know makes me a hypocrite because I've said that Jade will likely not be in this game, but I don't know for certain. She could be the final character to get revealed. But next up, it's time we move on to the cameos. There's only 2 open slots, and I think one of them is Meat. And that's because about a month ago on Twitter, Ed Boon did a bunch of true or false polls, and one of those questions was true or false. Meat is a really good cameo fighter in Mortal Kombat 1. And if you take that question literally, then it implies Meat is already in the game as a matter of fact. The question is not will Meat be in the game. The question is he really good or not? True or false? And that's why I think the first mystery cameo character is going to be Meat. Put him on board, lock him in. And then for the final cameo character, we have this guy right here. Okay, this guy that Ed Boon called attention to in his own post on Twitter. I think this mystery character is the final cameo fighter. But keep in mind that this mystery character could be several people. I've seen some imply this character is Shujinko, but he's just really young right now. But then others have said this character is who you play in the new Conquest mode that Ed Boon has not revealed yet. The main character for that mode is actually this character. But the possibilities don't stop there, because some are saying this character is actually a custom creative fighter, and whatever you make him look like is how he appears in story mode. This is the creative fighter character. And then finally, some people online say this character is Kai. But if I'm being honest, it doesn't really look like Kai, but even so, it could still be Kai. But for me personally, I'm going to go out on a limb and say this character is Shujinko, and that Shujinko is the final cameo fighter who likely has several different skins for each point in his journey. Because for anyone who's never played Mortal Kombat Deception, you join Shujinko when he's very young, and then you end his story when he's very old, complete with Fu Manchu. And since we already know that cameo characters have several skins, I think it's possible that Shujinko has a skin for different points in his life. But as you all know, I love making these videos interactive, so make your voices heard in the comments. Who do you think the final characters are for the main roster and the cameo fighters? Like I keep saying in every video, I really do read every single comment, so pick up that keyboard and make your voices heard. And then while you're down there, leave a like if you enjoyed the video. It really does help my channel out a ton. And then keep that combo going by subscribing and ringing that bell, that way you never miss a future video. Make sure to come back next time, and as always, stay underdogs.